Hello everyone, my name is Holden Hardman. Thank you so much for joining me again for another video, where today I'm joined with my good friend Matt Lane from Matt Lane Fitness.
How you guys doing? Good to see you.
So this week we're doing a tier list of all the Marvel MCU movies. Yesterday I just uploaded our tier list for the MCU Phase 1. Today we're going to be doing MCU Phase 2.
In real time, we're recording this. I did not realize we were on a website for this tier list. I thought you had like Microsoft Paint up and this is what was going on. You're telling me that there are websites for this?
Yeah. Well, it's interesting that you say that because I did a tier list like 2 years ago and I didn't know about this website. So I did exactly that. I actually created one in Photoshop, and that's what I used to, I like created the tier list. But when I found out I could just like make it real quick and then it would just like automatically jump to it, I decided to do that.
Do you consider yourself a nerd?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So the MCU Phase 2. So Avengers ended Phase 1. This one has like Iron Man 3, Thor, The Dark World, Captain America, Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, Avengers Age of Ultron, and Ant-Man. It's when it starts to kind of pick up steam, for sure. It's crazy to me that like I look at these movies and I'm like, man, it still gets like even better than this.
Yeah, I think this was around the time where you're like, oh, these are quaint. You know, I think that was the point where you started saying that. I'm pretty sure.
I thought it might have been Phase 1, like looking back at like Thor 1 and knowing like what's to come.
Yeah.
Where he's like holding a star open and getting Stormbreaker.
I remember being so blown away by it, like, good God, like how much farther can they go? And you still being like, wait, just wait.
Okay, so the very first movie of Phase 2 was Iron Man 3.
Yeah, that was the least favorite of the Iron Mans for me. I remember that.
Really? In the tier list, where would you rank this one?
I think maybe a C.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, but it was. It lacked some things. I remember that.
That's probably where I would put it too. So this is Matt's tier list. I'll just say where I would put mine if I was making my own, but this is going to be Matt's tier list. And if you don't know Matt, he's was very critical of the MCU movies as we were watching them. We did a whole series going through all of the current MCU movies that were out.
Yeah. I was not a sci-fi fan. I really was very naive to cinema as a whole. Did not think I was going to like the MCU, but I was a fan. I was a fan after. And I am a Marvel fan.
Up next is Thor: The Dark World. Among fans, this one is pretty poorly looked at. When we watched it again, even for me, I actually really enjoyed it. There was a lot I really liked about it.
I thought I remember actually liking this. Refresh my memory on Dark World.
It had Natalie Portman. There was a lot of betrayal. Loki died, remember? And at the very end, he was pretending to be Odin. There was like that red goo. They went to like that that dark world, that kind of dark looking planet at the end.
Yeah. I gotta refresh my memory, dude.
Thor: The Dark World was the only movie, with the exception, I think, of Infinity War, maybe Endgame, where we commented on the score of the film and how much we liked it. Oh yeah, that was when we were doing 2 in 1 video. We did Thor: Dark World and Captain America in
that's
one.
Right.
We were doubling up at one point. We were doing... I think we did Captain America and it might have been Thor, the first one in one video, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, I really like that final fight, too.
Yeah. I remember that.
Oh, I love the hammer taking off and everything.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, there was a lot to like about this movie.
But I remember being critical about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody, it's typically hated by most Marvel fans.
I remember now, seeing jumping from world to world, I remember that just taxed my little brain, that we were jumping from world to world. So I'd give that probably a D.
I think upon rewatching it, because I remember I was one of those people that didn't really like Thor: Dark World initially, at least as far as my memory goes, and then rewatching it, I was like, this really wasn't as bad as I recall.
Yeah, I wonder how I would do going back through and watching now.
I know Jenna said she wanted to watch Captain America: Winter Soldier again, maybe under new eyes, which is our next one, Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
To me, this is A or S, easy.
It's like an E.
You would put Captain America: Winter Soldier at E?
You're right. Doctor Strange was an E. I'll give it a D.
I don't even... That infuriates me. Honestly. Also, I believe the first movie directed by the Russo brothers, who did Infinity War and Endgame.
Winter Soldier was probably the most hyped movie. I mean, in the comments, you did it.
It was very hyped, for sure.
It was.
Up next is the first Guardians of the Galaxy.
I loved Guardians of the Galaxy.
I remember thinking that you were going to hate it. I remember you thinking you were going to hate it just watching the stuff, and I was like, give it a chance, and you're like, it's too Star Wars-y. I don't like the science fiction aspect, but it won you over.
S all day long.
Really? The first one?
I loved it.
Okay.
I loved it.
I can live with that. I would probably put it I'd probably put the first Guardians at A or B, I would say, for me.
Okay.
Next.
S for super. Sorry.
Yep. Avengers Age of Ultron. And as of filming this, I've already filmed episode 4 and 5 of God in the MCU. So I'm very fresh on Ultron right now and how much I really like him as a villain. For me, Age of Ultron is like an A, or it's like an A movie to me. I've seen the Marvel fan like opinions of it sway over time. I remember initially a lot of people really liked it, and then as time went on, people didn't like it. They thought it was bad. Rewatching it with you, I was like, you know what? I don't care what anyone says. I loved it. I loved the introduction of Vision. I loved that it was kind of starting to feel more like the modern MCU. Anyway, where would you rank this?
I absolutely loved Vision. He actually made it in the... if you guys don't know, check in the pinned comment down below. I did a top 9 Bygone Jim moments, and this was one of those. Vision. I absolutely loved his character.
It's thing isn't beautiful because it lasts. That's what he says in this.
So good. It was good. I don't remember like being holy crap in love with it. From what I can remember back, I'm gonna give it like a B.
Okay. Yeah. Me, I'd probably give it an A.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of the events of this movie crept over into like Civil War, you know, because of the Sokovia Accords. Like that movie had so many ripple effects to the very end. And then the very last doesn't make any sense to me, but Ant-Man. The first Ant-Man.
Dude, oh my gosh. I remember so... Here, I'll take it to the mic here. I remember so vividly Holden being like, all right, today we're watching Ant-Man. And I was just like, huh? I loved Ant-Man. They did such a good job. I think it was, if I remember correctly, that was actually my favorite Ant-Man. Like, and I'd give that an S.
The first Ant-Man.
I loved it.
You heard it here first, folks.
I loved it.
They went heavy with the humor and everything, which I think they had to do with a movie like Ant-Man.
Yeah, that's why they won me. Yep.
Yeah. So tomorrow I'll be posting MCU Phase 3 tier list. It's twice as long, so we're going to go through that. So hopefully you'll stick around for that. Make sure to check out Matt's top 9 Bygone Jim moments down in the description, pen comment below. If you enjoyed this video, leave it a like, helps my channel out a lot. Comment down below letting me know what you think of this tier list. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more fun content like this. Subscribe to Matt's channel. A link to his channel will be in the description below. As always, we appreciate you watching. We'll catch you tomorrow for the MCU Phase 3.
Take care.